Hey guys, it is really good to be back on YouTube. Thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in. For any new subscribers, welcome. For the OGs, I appreciate you guys more than you even know. So right now it's January 2025, but in December 2024, I had my 7-year lock anniversary. So today I figured, why not celebrate on this platform? I'm going to take my twists out and talk to you about some frequently asked questions about my hair and about the journey. So let's go. So I started, this is castor oil, by the way. I started my hair in December of 2017. And I started it because my hair was just a little too much for me to maintain. At the time, I was in my post-bac program in Boston and my hair was loose natural. And it was just too much for me to maintain and I was so sick of it. And also I had a big issue with breakage. The thing about my hair is that I never remember a time where it wasn't breaking. It was always breaking and not coming out in clumps, but just tiny, every time I would comb it, just tiny specks of hair coming out. So I was like, you know what, between me having to always do my hair and not really having time for it because I'm studying all the time, and me not liking this whole breakage situation, let me just lock my hair. And my friend Miyari, she had her hair locked and she was a big advocate for me. She was like, yeah, lock it, lock it, lock it. So one night, it was actually one of the most stressful nights of my life. I went to her apartment after my final exam, my biochem final exam. I went to her apartment and I sat down and we watched TV and I started twisting my hair. I started with 2-strand twists. I did it myself. I wasn't super meticulous about it. I just wanted to make sure that I had parts. The parts weren't the neatest parts ever, but I had parts. And yeah, I twisted my hair and I never took them out. So that was December of 2017. Now, after that, between then, I was retwisting at home and I was figuring out what really worked for me. I was using Wild Growth hair oil. I was shampooing with Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. I was watching Keisha Charmaine and a whole bunch of other people on YouTube and trying to figure out what really worked for my hair. Fast forward to around August of 2018, I started to not really like the size of my locks, and I was considering this idea of joining them together to make my locks thicker. And I did that. I sat down for a couple of days and I crocheted some of my locks together. Not all of them. So some of my locks are combined, some of them are not. And I know it's pretty hectic. I should have gone to someone, but I was just no, it's the hair on my head. I know how to do it. Why not? So that's what I did. So after combining my hair about 7-8 months in, that's when I really started to see a difference in my hair. For some reason, my hair was just looking frizzy. It wasn't actually looking like it was locked, but after I combined it, they started really looking like locks, and people started saying things like, oh, I love your locks. And I was like, yo, my hair looks like it's locking. So that was exciting for me because I was looking at my hair every day in the mirror, when is this hair going to lock up? So I say my hair took around 8-9 months to even a year to fully start looking like locks. So when I got into the swing of things, I started experimenting with different gels, different pomades to retwist my hair with. And honestly, I learned pretty early on that I didn't want to have gel in my hair because sometimes I used to wash my hair and I was like, what the heck is there was just a lot of buildup and I would have to wash my hair 2 times, 3, and really scrub. And I was like, I'm not really feeling this. So I did some searching on YouTube and who was I watching? I think I was watching Yanni, and she was just talking about stop putting all this foolishness in your locks. I know you want to buy all the products in the world, you want your hair to be exciting, but locks should be very simple. A lot of people do it because it's a simpler option, just like how I chose to do it because of low manipulation. And so I was like, okay, cool. I am going to just retwist my hair with oil and water. And that's what I started doing. And at first I started doing it with olive oil, which now that I like thinking back on that, like what was that even doing? It was just like maybe just moisturizing my hair with like the water and the oil. But then a few years after that, I came across castor oil. And castor oil has such good hold. It's very thick. It's very nourishing for the hair. So yeah, I never went back till this day. I retwist my hair with castor oil and water only. Now, that is not to say that I never ever use gel. On special occasions, I will use gel, like my birthday, my graduation, life events. I will use gel. I will go get my hair done and they will use gel and I'll be totally okay with that. I think a little gel won't hurt my hair. And so, yeah, that's what I do. So, some frequently asked questions about my locks. People ask me how I started them. So I started them with 2-strand twists, like I said. I did not start with extensions. Some people ask me that sometimes, like, oh, did you start with extensions? No, I did not. I just started with my own hair and I let it grow. And yeah, I didn't really have a problem with wearing my hair out. Like, literally when I started my locks, I was in the height of my like, oh, I want to go and party era. And girl, I was going to the club with little twisties in my head. I sure was. And I had a wonderful time. So yeah, no extensions, just my hair 2-strand twists. But I used to retwist, so castor oil and water. People ask me how often I retwist. Okay, in the beginning, I used to retwist my hair, no lie, like probably every 2 months up until like a year. And then I started just retwisting it when I felt like it, right? If I had a party or an event, I would retwist my hair. If I had a lot of back-to-back rehearsals in a certain time period, I would do my hair when I felt like it. I can't put a frequency on it, but I would say maybe between like every 3 to 7 weeks, I'll say. The twist out is looking cute so far. We love to see it. What method I use to retwist my hair? I just palm roll. And when I go get my hair done, it's also palm rolled. Like I said, in the beginning of my journey, I did crochet some of them together, but I wouldn't say that that was a method for me to retwist. And one time I did interlock my locks, but that was in like the first month. I don't know. I was watching all these videos, child, and I was just doing anything. I was just so excited to have locks. Oh, people ask me how many locks I have. I think I have 91. I have a video of that. I will link it below, but I'm pretty sure I have 91 locks. People ask me if I will ever comb out my locks. Like, the biggest question I used to get is, oh, like, after a certain length, will you comb them out? And the answer to that is no. Like, no. And this is why. I always had very full hair, and my hair could carry some length, but like I said, my hair breaks so much, and it always has, that my hair has never grown, like my loose natural hair has never grown past a certain point. So I just don't think that first of all, there's so much dead hair on my head. This long strand of 7-year-old hair is not full of healthy, like revitalized hair. So I think that first of all, if I combed out my hair, it would not be this long. There would be a lot of dead hair. And second of all, it just would look like very lackluster. If I were to ever get rid of my locks, which I probably will someday, I think that I will either start a set of micro locks because I love the way that looks, or I will just cut it short and start from scratch. Why not? I can do anything I want to my hair, period. Through the years, it's been really nice just falling in love with my natural beauty, learning more about my hair, how it grows, what it likes, what it doesn't like. It's just a really good feeling. Like, I've never felt so beautiful in my whole life. That is the truth. And I used to be the girl who was known for wearing really long weaves. I loved weave. When I was in college, I always wore like a 20-inch weave with a leave out. I permed it until I had no hair to perm anymore. And that was really my jam. And I thought I was fly, but seriously, I feel so beautiful with my locks. It's the best decision I ever made. Now, but I will say this. I don't know. I feel like I've always had a big forehead. But for some reason, my forehead has been foreheading. Like, I feel like my forehead is getting bigger. And that's why I say I will get rid of my locks someday, because I do not want to be walking around. No offense to huge foreheads. I think people with naturally huge foreheads are beautiful. And I guess, I don't know. I think my forehead is naturally big, but naturally huge, I don't think so. So if I ever see that my hairline is receding, these are going. I don't care. I don't care. They're going. Oh, people ask what I like to wash my hair with. And the answer to that is I wash my hair with pretty much anything. I have waves of things that I really, really love. So I used to love, and I still do love, the olive oil shampoo. And they had like an orange conditioner that I was in love with. I also like using Pantene. I was using Pantene for a minute. And right now, for the past like 6 months, I've been using Aussie. But yeah, I think those are my top 3. I tried using Dr. Bronner's. I did not like that at all. Like I said, that was in the beginning of my journey. Maybe now it would be different, but I was washing my hair and I would have to wash my hair like 2-3 times, and I was like, no, this is just not doing what I needed to do. I like my hair to be squeaky clean, and that's not it. So, do I deal with lint? Yeah, I deal with lint. If I wear material like clothes that my hair it will just attract to, I will get lint. I've been considering dyeing my hair black, but I don't like to do too much to my hair, because if anything happens to my hair because of a decision I made, I will be so pissed off. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. The lint is not bothering me too much. Unless someone comes up to me, like if my mom comes up to me and she's like, girl, like there's so much lint in the back of your head, then I will consider dyeing it. But for now, it doesn't bother me. My lint is my lint. Sometimes I try to take it out with a rat tail comb, but if it doesn't come out, it's my lint. It's gonna be there. All right, you guys, we are all done with our twist out. This is my beautiful 7-year-old hair. I love her so much. Locking my hair was the best hair decision that I made. I feel beautiful all the time. I feel very attached. And I'm so proud and happy with the growth and how much my hair has been thriving through all of this. I might clean up my edges with, I bought edge control the other day. And like, if you know me, you know that I don't like use gels and edge control. But I don't know, I saw this girl on TikTok and the way she did her edges, it wasn't like baby hairs. I don't believe in that. I'm not a baby. But she was doing like, you know, she was just like making it look neat. And like how back in the day we used to just gather our hair. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm into it. Okay, I think the middle part is really giving. So yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram at dr.charnice. And if you have any questions about my locks, as usual, you can always DM me. You can always email me. I'm not going to tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. You watching is enough. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.